Ghanshyam Tiwari, I want to, pull you into this conversation with what, the language that has been used. Kumbh faltu hai, mrityu kumbh. The intention might be to bring up the lapses in terms of administration, but it seemed to be an attack on the festival itself, on the faith, which the crores of Hindus ride on. Do you think that was the mistake? The opposition got its language incorrect?
Good evening, Preeti, to you, my fellow co-panelists and the viewers, and I wish everyone the blessings of Lord Shiva on Mahashivratri. There are three things that are important. One, Kumbh is a lived experience, as one of your guests mentioned, and that lived experience is a civilizational journey. It's our faith. BJP has tried to appropriate the faith, whether it is Ram Temple or whether it is Kumbh, and it has not worked out for them, at least in 2024. As far as opposition is concerned, when a party showers or a government that created a budget of 7,500 crores showers petal when dead bodies are lying, people are injured, the news has not been broken, somebody has to ask questions, somebody has to justify. When a railway minister becomes a rail minister, the prime minister's suit that was auctioned for 10 lakh rupees, that is the amount of compensation given to the murderous mismanagement that led to victims in the stampede in Delhi, on Delhi railway station. So those questions will be asked. One can criticize the language and BJP can be critical on it, but their tone and tonality of that criticism is to appropriate the religion. Let me tell you that those people who believe that just gratifying people by appropriating religion is the end game of governance in India, they will be in for rude shocks, because when the summer comes, they will see people battling for daily dignities of life, daily livelihood issues, things that BJP will never solve, because they want to believe in their propaganda, they want to believe in this shortcut that by appropriating the religious ceremonies and the religious journeys of people as a mass, they will win in politics. My final point is the whole purpose of dumbing down people by calling out 65 crore. If you look at the census, there are 43 crore children in India under the age of 14. There will be at least 15 crore over the age of 65. So BJP government is saying that out of 80 crore adults between 14 and 65 in India, 80 crore individuals, 65 crore have taken a dip. These numbers are being thrown out at people just to
Ghanshyam Tiwari, the fact is, stay with that, stay with that thought. I'm going to come back to it. I'm going to circle back to that thought that you just, floated. The fact is, you're saying these numbers are suspect. The possibility also is somewhere down the line, Ghanshyam Tiwari, that the numbers might be suspect, even if it is 10 crores less, even if it is 15 crores less. Look at the numbers, the sheer volume of people who've actually gone there. Okay, so what we are playing out right now is all the opposition leaders who have gone ahead, taken a dip. We're going to play this out later in just about a minute. I want to ask our producers to put up the, there was mismanagement. And I want to bring in Radhika Khera on it. And there was nothing wrong that the opposition did, Radhika Khera, by talking about the administrative failure which happened at multiple levels. Number one, the two stampedes that took place. Number two, the stampede in Delhi that took place, the fires that were there. And I would think the overarching point is the biggest administrative failure is to try and whitewash and suggest you were doing such a fabulous job when ultimately you were ill-equipped to deal with the number. So let's say there were 64 crore people. There were only 12 crores at the Kumbh Trimbakeshwar that took place in 2013. And we were clearly ill-equipped, but we wanted to make it seem that we had it all under control. That is something that will stay in days to come as well.
हर हर महादेव सभी को महाशिवरात्रि की बहुत-बहुत शुभकामनाएं. And before I answer your question, I would like to put this forward in front of your audience that this Mahakumbh will be remembered as the grandest spiritual gathering in human history, a testament to India's eternal Sanatan Dhan, where over 64 crore devotees, which is almost equivalent to the population of Europe, which is about 70 odd crores, have showcased not just faith and devotion, but also India's unmatched organizational capability of Yogi Adityanath ji under Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji's leadership. This Kumbh will also be remembered, Preeti, for how it has exposed the hypocrisy of those who pretend to respect Hindu traditions only for votes. The Congress, which has ridiculed Sanatan at every step, they couldn't resist mocking the Kumbh. We remember what Mallikarjun Kharge, the national president of the Congress party, he insulted all these, each and every 60 member person of the 64, 65 crore people who took a holy dip by calling it a BJP event and saying isse garibi dur nahi hogi. So I'm waiting for an answer to know when the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka or the Chief Minister of Himachal, his own Congress leaders like Abhishek Manu Singhvi or Sachin Pilot go and take a dip. Katini poverty dur kari. Really waiting. And this also will always remind each and every Sanatan Dharma follower that Rahul Gandhi, who is a Janeudhari Hindu, a great Shiv Bhakt, he was missing with his family from Kumbh. Okay. Having said that, I would also like to remind everyone, crores gathered, yet not a single devotee was caught spitting into someone's food or drink or offering food full of spit. No hate slogans, no calls for violence, no incitement against any faith. Let me complete. I need to say this.
Radhika Khera, I want to come back to that. 1 second, ma'am. Allow me a counter. I'm the anchor. No, allow me a counter. I just want to know
let everybody speak without
I just want to know, what are you trying to insinuate when you say nobody was caught in spitting somebody's food?
Yeah, I will tell you.
Why would you make that comment?
Why should I not?
I'm asking you. I am asking you why.
Let me complete.
What do you mean by that? Is it insinuation? What are you trying to say?
When you let me complete, you will know. Like I said, no hate slogans, no call for violence, not a single person raised genocidal slogans against another religion. No one claimed that any other religious property was theirs. No separate ghats for anyone from different ghats. The Dalits, the Brahmins, the Jats, the Agarwals, everyone bathed together in the same sacred water. Everyone who has been talking
about... Ma'am, what do you mean? I'll come back. You know what? Stay with that thought. I'll give you some time to think about it. And I'll circle back to you. What do you mean nobody was caught in spitting in somebody's food? I'll come back to that. Ma'am, allow me to open up the debate. I'll come back to that. I'll circle back to you. I want to bring in the Congress spokesperson in all of this because there was a point that Radhika Khera raised. And it's a pertinent point, Pooja Tripathi. And the reason why is because the BJP constantly raises a point that you're opportunists when it comes down to the Hindu faith. You become Chunavi Hindus. The fact, Pooja Tripathi, is that maybe now, but that wasn't the position that the Congress has taken forever. If you remember, when the Britishers had banned the Kumbh, it was Pandit Nehru who went and took a dip there. I'll play out the entire chronology on how the Congress has been associated with the Kumbh right from the time of 1954 when Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru publicly took a bath at the Kumbh, where Indira Gandhi, we're going to play our graphics out for that, where Indira Gandhi visited Allahabad, where Sonia Gandhi in 2001 went to Allahabad Kumbh. All of that has happened. I'll also play out visuals, Pooja Tripathi, of Priyanka Gandhi, who till very recently in 2023 was seen doing the Narmada Aarti. So clearly your top brass are practicing Hindus. In politics, optics matter. Why is it that the Gandhis haven't gone and taken a dip? Why distance yourself from something which is clearly connected and being displayed by crores of Hindus in this country?
Preeti, let me open up by saying that, massive respect to the people, who turned out in large numbers, 64 crores. If the 65 crore number is correct, they turned out in large numbers for the celebration of religion, celebration of spirituality. They transcended physical discomfort and they didn't complain. But I really like the topic of the debate. When you ask why our leaders, maybe they didn't want to get into this thing of VIP and non-VIP ghats and not add to the woes of the common people. If you say this, if having a dip in the Kumbh, today Rahul Gandhi is at Omkareshwar in Ujjain celebrating Mahashivratri, and they have been practicing Hindu. I am a practicing Hindu. Everybody's practicing Hindu, and each one of our leaders that went there went in their personal capacity, and everybody is free to profess, practice, and propagate their religion. And and nobody should be able to give us the certificates of Sanatan or Hindu just because we'll say in 2013 Narendra Modi ji didn't go to the Kumbh, or 2025 Mohan Bhagwat ji didn't go to the Kumbh. We are not raising this question. So I think this is a very irrelevant question to raise. We are Hindus and we are proud of our shared culture, and we will practice it. And we don't want certificates of Hinduism from Bharatiya Janata Party.